got cold, y'all, so I had to pull out my fake Evans. Hey Google, stop. Okay, y'all. So this next segment, if you will, is dedicated to your girl, Miss Mia, Miss Mamas, Miss Miami, Miss Doctor Miami. First of all, I don't appreciate no bitch telling me I look handsome. I don't give a fuck what you trying to be funny about. Yes, cute. Oh, I said you looked handsome. So it's a half compliment, head ass. No, bitch, don't play with me. Because, see, the bitches that be trying to say you look handsome, well, bitch, what you meant to say is I look gorgeous, first of all. Second of all, Candiace, Miss Mamas, Candy Grell. Like, this is the reason why you get treated. This is the reason why you get treated. This is the reason why you get treated like a child. This is the reason why you always folding up a napkin, trying to cry. This is the reason why your husband do you the way you do. He do you. This is the reason your mama do you the way you do you. Because girl, you have not grown up, and I appreciate it. I get it, girl. Like at this point, it's like this. The reason people treat you the way that they treat you is because you don't have shit to lose. Like the other, like the best that we could do is shade you for your husband's works. At the end of the day, can't nobody really say nothing about Candiace because Candiace don't have no nothing. You have your mama and Chris. At the end of the day, there's some questionable shit there because look, this one didn't get aired on the show. I don't know if it got talked about. I just know it didn't get aired on the show. Your husband was not an issue because he didn't have any money. He was broke. Da, da, da. We never thought that he was broke. What we are starting to see is what is the issue. Not what we don't nobody I don't think does anybody assume that Chris is broke? I don't assume that Chris is I don't know. I don't for me, I don't assume that Chris is broke. That's not the assumption. I mean, but let's do some bullet points real quick though. Candice was in a relationship with you, getting ready to be married to you, and the house was in the mama's name. Now, we don't remember if the mama was paying for this, that, and the third. We just remember the house was in the mama's name. Okay? So that's one bullet point. Here's another bullet point. Chris, you said out of your own mouth, let's be clear. Uh, Candace's mother has never paid any of Chris Dillard's bills. Okay, that's fine. But did you pay your woman's bills? Is the question. Was is this a technicality? Like, yeah, the house is in her name, but she ain't never paid none of my bills. Okay, but the question ain't whether she paid your bills. The question is, did you pay Candace's bills? And the reason why that's important is because of your wife. Your wife gives off inclinations and all sorts of narratives that she's this well to do woman who got with this well to do man, but not in the space that we assume as a people, which may not necessarily be Chris's fault. Chris is in a normal relationship where his woman, is an asset and not a liability or a priority. or any of that other crap that some of these bitches you niggas be going for is. I'm not mad. We never discussed Chris's finances, but for some reason Chris had an issue with it. But we not talking about Candiace right now, right? We supposed to be talking about Mia. Sorry, Mia. Mia, let's get back to you. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. I think that was the last one. Oh, we're talking about Mia, Miss Mama's boo boo. I acknowledge your efforts. They asked the girls if, and I felt like this was important to bring it up in Mia's segment only because Ashley, you be so boring. I be forgetting about you at times because you really don't have a storyline. Miss Mama's outside that shit you stirred up. Thank God Nikki came and reminded us because we would have forgot, and that's true to you. So, but anyway, um, do I think that if um Mia had, 100,000, what was it, a million? Oh, well, I forgot what the figure was of how much money if they had this amount of money in the bank. We all know Nikki shaded the shit out of Mia and said she know for a fact you ain't had that money in the bank, but that's neither here nor over there somewhere. Mia probably has close to it now. But the point that I'm trying to make is that Mia, if you were you and you had all that money in the bank, would you have went for your husband? Something tells me that yes, she would have, or something along that caliber. Something tells me it's the same thing as Karen, but in between, like it's in the middle of Ashley. It's Ashley, it's Karen, and then in the middle, it's Mia. I think that Mia would have still found her a rich sugar daddy, a little sugary sweet situation that would have accommodated her. I don't think that it. I think when you're that beautiful in any light, um, beautiful enough to bag a rich millionaire, I always say that there's the canvas. I gave you a canvas to work with. Because no one could ever. This right here, this little beat, this is a simple beat. I ain't even doing what the girls is really over here doing. Like, it's real, but it's giving. Like, I don't need y'all to be convinced. I don't need y'all to tell me I'm giving. I know that I'm giving. The fuck? Yeah, like, if you see me in regular life, it's still cute. But, ooh, gra- the grand dame. But, that anyway, Mia, I believe that you would still have you. Maybe it wouldn't be that one. Maybe it would. I think he would still be on call. I just, see, y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all be thinking all these ways about these gold diggers, but I be trying to tell people like you wanna be with a gold digger. That is a business advocated woman. She is on the rise to the top. Stop playing. Stop playing. Like I don't know about the girls that just to shoot they shot when they young Mia is not that young, but I don't know how long she been with her husband either. So whatever, girl. Let's move on, Mia. I appreciate the conversation with you and your mother, and I'm just like Nikki. Yo, it didn't make you feel the way that this lady is basically telling you that I didn't treat you the way that I treated your siblings because you reminded me too much of your dad. Like it made me sick. Like, girl, like I be wanting to know, Kenya, why your mama don't want to? Did he rape you? Cause Kenya, why your mama did he rape her? Ashley, mama, why the daddy don't want to be around? what is going? It's just so abnormal to me that y'all be having these storylines, and the fact that your mother treats you a certain way and treats your siblings another. Like that shit is wicked, bro. Like golly, that shit is turning me. That's blowing me. But moving on, whatever. Moving on, cause I can't even stomach it. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine treating my child that way. I couldn't, girl. Ain't enough drugs in the world. Fuck, like that shit crazy to me. Like, and I can't. Anyway, whatever. She turned out great. Here we are. She's on the show. I hope to see her again next season. Candiace, you need to learn how to keep your hands, condiments, fruits, vegetables, and all things that come from without your body and can be delivered from out your body to your motherfucking self. Because Candiace, it's not that girl. Monique put a popping on your ass so motherfucking smooth. It's no way in hell you not that girl, and I need you to stop. I don't know why you think you can fuck with Mia, but you need to stop. It's not cute. We haze all that stuff. That's fine, but bitch, you be getting in your feelings about shit. Speaking of which, when is y'all gonna get to a place where y'all is waiting exhale and y'all really is friends like that? Because it just seemed like as soon as you enter the group, you gotta pick a side and hope they don't stab your ass all the way in the fucking back. Poor Wendy. Poor Wendy. Is it colorism? Is it? Am I reaching? I can't. I can't. I gotta get to the meat and potatoes. Mia, as much as I want to talk about your fine ass, stripping ass, girl, I like how you turned everything and said, you know what, I gotta represent for the one time, for the one time. Like, just because you in a joint that's serving chicken and I'm in a place that's serving lobsters and steaks and shrimps don't mean that it ain't no, we all entertainers. And y'all, basically what she was wanting to say was y'all need to put some respect on our name. At first she was all about self, like, put some respect on my name. Bitch, I danced in the finest of Hoochie Mama outlets. So you ain't never now gonna tell me that I was a motherfucking stripper, bitch. I was a motherfucking entertainer. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. And I could very well have been a stripper. I just was too saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost because I had I told y'all I'm a PGK, a preacher's grandkid. So, I was always taught to, hold myself with some kind of regard and respect. So I could never have been a stripper, but I could have very well have been. Grew up in the ghettos. I grew up in Pomona, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So, trapping around, not trapping, but trampoline around Los Angeles, with boyfriends at the time and stuff like that. So it's like at the end of the day, I could have very well got into some fuck business, but I never did. And by the grace of God, I ain't nobody hoe. And I say it with pride, because sometimes Nikki be giving me something here, looking for a feel good man. But at the end of the day, like, the Lord, he knew exactly. He said, girl, I can't make you none of that stuff because, girl, you have been dead by 19. Anyway, but Mia, I want to see you next season. Did I feel like Nikki went hard on her? No, I feel like it was girl chat between two bad bitches. It was fun. Candiace, I could see why Nikki kept getting on your ass because, bitch, you kept talking when nobody asked you to talk. I'm sitting over here talking to just like Robin. Because Robin be doing the same thing. Talking to people when ain't nobody fucking talking to her. But Nikki had liked it in her some Robin. She didn't really like it in her. No, none of the other girls all like that. Ashley, you got what you got and you took it. That was to be expected. You tried though. When she said, Robin, does one have any other gay friends? You was like, Michael is not gay. But Nikki quickly corrected herself because she totally understood how that could come across a certain type of way. But I genuinely think she was just asking, like, does he have any other gay friends? Like, I don't think she was even thinking about your husband. I think since we on the topic, and you know how black people talk sometimes, we don't always put everything together. And she from New York, and like I'm not finna give her that. I'm not finna give her all that. Like y'all want to give her. Y'all want to give her all that, and I'm not finna give her all that. And if it was an attack, it was put that way. It was edited that way. I believe that wholeheartedly because y'all do have to believe that the editing does play a parte. Y'all do have to understand that it do play a parte. Anyway, the video is stretched, so I'm on to the next. I'll be back.